What is going on, everybody? Welcome back once again to the channel. So today's film that we're going to check out is titled The Scorpion's Tail. This is by Amelito. If you want to check out their original video on your own, you can go ahead and click on that link down below this video. Otherwise, you can watch my reaction to this. And as always, I can give you guys my thoughts right after the film. If you are enjoying the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Really helps the channel out, you guys. And I'm always grateful for new subscribers. You are always welcome to the channel. And, you know, I'm just very thankful for those who have already subscribed. And also, leave a comment down below every time we watch a video. I would always love to hear your thoughts or any recommendations that you might have for me to, you know, check out. Also, don't forget to hit that bell notification so that way you are notified every time I upload a video. Share the channel as well. Let people know we're doing reactions and speed art here. And yeah, so I'm always grateful for your guys' support. This one here is supposed to be a drama though, so we're going to see what's going to happen here. I read a little bit of the description of the film. It says that a hitman is on death row is visited by his son. Very interesting. Is there going to be a tragedy that is prevented from happening from this specific son, from a person, the character playing the son? Or is somebody that's a victim going to pass away from an accident, something that could have been prevented? I don't know, but I'm getting ready to get a little bit sad in the story. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to get pretty emotional, but maybe not. Who knows? Let's go ahead and check this one out, you guys, and we'll see what we think right after. Is that a CGI scorpion? That was pretty good. Looks like it takes place out in like LA or Las Vegas, somewhere on the outskirts. Let me take off the closed caption.
There are a few rules that you must obey while visiting the inmate. You'll have 10 minutes to meet with the inmate. No passing objects. No passing unauthorized notes. No weapons of any kind. No smoking. No flammable substances. No prescription drugs. Keys. No food. No pictures or video. No cell phone use. No recording devices. No pencils, pens, or other sharp objects that could harm the inmate or a guard. And finally, no physical contact. Okay. Enjoy your visit to Desert Canyon.
Skies smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. Never saw the sun shining so bright. Never saw things going so right.
Wakey, wakey.
Wow. Business is good. God bless America. Now, you see what happens when you apply yourself? What am I always saying, people? You have to be proactive. Like this guy. Take a page out of his book. Well done. Bluebirds singing a song. Nothing but bluebirds all day long.
687-303. Rise and exit yourself. You have a visitor.
He looks like the guy from Winter Soldier, like the Marvel movies. Is it the guy? He's part of Hydra. He looks like him so much.
Your last one ever. Let's go.
It's very similar eyes. Maybe it is him. Oh, maybe not.
Hola, papá. Gracias por verme. Me sorprendió que dijiste que sí después de tantos intentos.
Just gotta hear him talk to see if it's him or not.
Traje los archivos de tu caso y unos papeles que tu abogada quiere que firmes. Muy importante. Dice que no le devuelves la llamada, que niegues a verla. ¿Por qué?
It does bother me. I gotta check.
¿Qué haces? ¿Quieres morir?
Todos mueren.
Tengo un amigo en la escuela.
Maximilio
Su padre es
Hernandez.
un gran abogado, no es un defensor público.
I'm pretty sure this is him. Oh my god.
Hablé con él sobre tu caso y nos puede ayudar, solo tienes que hablar con él. ¿Qué piensas?
¿Cómo está mi carro?
¿Tu carro? ¿Qué carajo te importa tu
Yeah.
carro? Estoy hablando
Oh
de tu
my
vida.
god.
Mi vida.
That is him.
Trabajé mucho tiempo en él. What are they
What?
They're talking about his car. What?
Quieren poner una aguja en tu brazo.
Sorry, it was
Ese
bothering
hombre
me so
te
much.
puede
It is
salvar,
him. I
liberarte
recognized
de
him
una
right away
manera
as soon as I saw his
otra
eyes
oportunidad
above the
para
book. I was like, it's gotta be that actor.
¿Qué piensas que haré diferente? Ser un mejor padre. Ir a ver un partido de pelota contigo. Fuera lo mismo afuera que acá adentro. Yo soy lo que soy. Lo mejor que hice fue alejarme de ti.
No voy a dejar de ayudarte. No puedo.
Trajiste lo que te pedí.
That's crazy seeing him actually talk in his language and the voice a little bit deeper.
Me fascinan los cigarros mexicanos.
Maximilio Hernandez.
¿Conoces el cuento del escorpión y la rana? Había un escorpión en la selva. Después de haber comido y matado todo lo que se le cruzaba en el camino, decidió encontrar un nuevo campo para cazar.
Bueno, Armando, que tengas un buen día.
A medio camino el escorpión llegó a un río.
The
Caminó
scorpion as like
arriba
a
y abajo
metaphor.
del río para encontrar un lugar seguro a donde pudiera cruzar. Pero no lo encontró. De repente, el escorpión ve una rana al otro lado del río. El escorpión le llama la atención y le pide su ayuda. Si lo ayuda a cruzar el río en su espalda,
Buenos días, Armando.
estaría eternamente agradecido. La rana le dice que no, que tan pronto el escorpión se suba a su espalda lo picaría.
Frog didn't trust the
El
scorpion.
escorpión suplica y convence a la rana que necesita cruzar el río o morirá de hambre. Que si pica a la rana
Oh,
cuando cruza
my
las aguas, los dos morirán.
Putting a bomb under his
La
car.
rana considera la lógica de esto y acepta ayudar. Así la rana nada a través del río para ayudar al escorpión.
El escorpión se sube a la
Yeah,
espalda de la
I'm going
rana
back to
tan
the
pronto
car.
que llega a la orilla del río. Los dos vuelven al agua. A mitad del río, la rana siente un dolor en la espalda.
Oh no.
La rana mira hacia el escorpión y ve su cola perforando su cuerpo.
Jeez. Bob was right.
¿Por qué me estás picando? La rana preguntó.
Oh my god, he's gonna kill that person. Dang. Oh my god.
Respondió el escorpión mientras se ahogaba.
He just killed an innocent person. Oh my god.
¿Estás diciendo que yo soy la rana? No. Todos son la rana.
He's the scorpion that harms
Los
everybody.
picaré a todos. Eso es lo que hago.
Why was he
Así
trying
que
to
llévate esos
kill that
papeles.
guy though?
Dile a los abogados que no esperen mi llamada. Tomaré cualquier castigo que me den. No vuelvas a este lugar. Olvídame. Déjame ahogar en el río.
It's a damn shame, kid, but that old man of yours is a monster, you know? He deserves everything that is coming to him. I'm just sorry that his blood runs through you.
Where are we going?
The hypocrisy of that guy, just the way he talks to them. Yeah.
So you do habla the English. Good. You see, I thought my friend here was going to have to translate for us, but this is better. You'll hear it straight from me. You're not going back to the cell block. In fact, you'll never have to see bars again. Vamonos. Did you know that back in the 1950s, before this was ever a prison, it was actually built as a fallout shelter? It's true. The government was so freaked out about the Red Scare that they built dozens of underground bunkers, including here at Desert Canyon. Eventually, the scare faded, of course, leaving all of these heavily fortified structures behind. So they figured they'd work as prisons. Over time, everyone forgot all
Cops are
about
dude.
what
Move.
lies beneath.
Wherever you're taking me, someone will come looking. No, I'm missing.
You'd be amazed at what a few strokes of a keyboard can do. You see, in here, you're just numbers in a computer.
Looks
And
very
this
familiar,
morning,
too.
I deleted you, so I can put you pretty much anywhere I want because you don't exist. Isn't that fun? I've done it before.
It was you. You were the hit. I was told by my employers that a jealous husband wanted his wife's ex-boyfriend to go away. Wanted it to be a big bang. And then your wife showed up.
And I was told that you were a professional. A flawless record, they said. That you make people disappear. Well, now I'm making you disappear.
Huh.
My way.
He was her lawyer, not her lover.
Oh,
She was
okay.
gonna leave you. I watched them for weeks, never saw an affair. They only spoke by phone. And suddenly she shows up the day I strike. It felt wrong. When she called to him, he was surprised to see
He's
her.
her lawyer.
He rushed to her. Saw something on her face.
She looks so young though. Looks like
Bruised.
could be his daughter.
You hit her. He made sure she'd run to him. He was consoling her, not caressing her. And then he did what you knew he would. He put her in his car. You scared she was gonna call the feds? Tell them about what happens in this place. She knew your secrets. So did the lawyer.
And so do you, which is why you're disappearing just like they did. I think I've heard about enough out of you. Let me show you your new home. Oh, and I think you'll be glad to know that you'll be safe down here, as I have the only set of keys. Now it's time to say goodbye.
That's horrible, man. Jesus.
There it is. The deluxe suite. Yeah, I think you're gonna be very happy.
Oh.
What the fuck are you doing?
My job, cabrón.
Okay, give me that thing.
You can throw him in there.
Just breathe.
Why?
He had a debt to pay.
Oh my god. I owe you for some. Wow.
You paid the commission for one kill, not two. That debt must be paid.
Okay.
Got him.
More. I have money.
He's like,
Oh, we know.
I don't want your money.
That wasn't your money to take.
Oh, it was his.
You'll never make it out of here.
He was stealing money from prisoners.
Can't
Wow.
just walk out.
Actually, I can. I'm just a number that you deleted. Besides,
Oh.
I was just visiting. Me fascinan los cigarros mexicanos. Keys. Where? Oh, and one more thing.
I'm surprised I didn't check the cigarette pack.
Serious. Come on. You can't be serious.
Oh my. Money ain't gonna save you, man.
You can't just walk away.
Oh my god.
Please let the hawk know I did what was asked of me. I hope this puts things right with the commission.
Your debt is paid. No more card games for you.
Yeah.
Free man. Wow.
Get off my car.
Was that even his
The
son?
glasses.
Nice touch.
Thanks. Yeah, they're my dad's.
Oh,
Hey, man, that
it's
was
not
fun.
even
We
his
should do it again.
son.
Can I be the
Jeez.
inmate next time? Maybe you could be like my uncle or something?
Yeah, sure, kid.
Uh-oh. Oh, the money. He's like, I forgot to give him the money back.
So what's next, boss?
We go see the Hawk. That's a road. It's our job to collect.
Huh. So it turns out the Scorpion, I guess, would be the guy that they left in the locked in that room over there. This is good. He's like, wait. All right, everybody, there you have it. That was The Scorpion's Tale. This was a great story. Okay, this was a type of story that if it was in a full-length film, it could be a great hit. I think the character development here was very good. The acting was phenomenal. I think I'll narrow it down to the performances in just a moment, but this film here had a heck of a twist that I was not expecting. When we get introduced to our protagonist here, we get the impression that this was just a person that's in prison, committed a terrible crime, and you know he basically is doing the time that he needs to do, right? But later we find out that that's not even the case, at least not necessarily the case. So we get introduced to this opening scene, right? The establishing shot where it shows where we're located, and it looks like it's in Los Angeles or Las Vegas, somewhere in Mexico. I'm not sure where it is exactly, but it's a very deserted area where obviously there's a prison, and this guy he's driving to a prison, and he drives by this Scorpion, right? That's just kind of shown for a couple seconds, and he gets to the prison eventually, and he's there to visit his father. This individual that's driving this car to that prison, he gets there to visit his father. But as we get introduced to the prison, before we get the scene where it is where we get the interaction between this son and his father, we get introduced to this individual, this white guy. He looks like he's the warden of the prison. I'm not sure what he is, but he's walking through this prison, and he's just singing a song of like Bluebirds or something like that. And they're walking through the cells, and he's collecting this stuff from prisoners. Like, I'm not sure what it is he's collecting. At least not at the moment. I wasn't sure. Later we find out what it is. But at the moment, he's collecting like an envelope from at least from one prisoner. And he congratulates him for giving him this envelope and says, hey, everybody should be like this guy. You know, he did great. And this individual looks saddened by what he gave this warden. And that's pretty much all we get. I mean, after that, he visits this next cell where we get introduced to our protagonist, which is actor Maximilio Hernandez. And I thought this was a shocker to me because I didn't expect this actor to be in a story like this. This was the actor from The Winter Soldier, right? The one that played he was in Hydra, right? He was the bad guy there. And his performance here was so different. His character performance was so different from that other movie that I was used to, where I was used to seeing him act as another person. In the other film, he was very, like a geeky type of person, looked very harmless. And in this one, he had a more of a deeper voice and the beard, and it's just a completely different performance. And he did such a great job with this. It really did convince me as the type of person that came from a type of background of violence and, like the hood, and everybody has tattoos and all of these types of areas. So very, very good performance. Well, now we get to the scene where he's talking to his son, and basically he's just there letting him know that he's going to find a way to get him out of the prison so he can become a free man. And he gives him a pack of cigarettes. He says, hey, did you bring me what I asked you for? And he hands him this pack of cigarettes that, he just kind of pulls out a cigarette and smells it. You can see he hasn't smoked a cigarette in a while. But as they're conversating here, he tells a story of a scorpion, right? This is where we kind of go back to the title of this film called The Scorpion's Tale, which, you know, the word tale is like a tale for a story, right? But he's actually also talking about literally the scorpion's tail, T-A-I-L, which I thought was a great little, you know, connection there between the title and the story of the scorpion. So as he's telling this story, he tells him that the scorpion is basically, you know, in his nature, he's designed to sting anything that finds as a threat, you know, with his tail. And everything that, and the area where it lived, he basically had already eaten all these, you know, all of its prey, all the food that's there, and it wants to get to another place to continue to eat and survive. But there's a river that's separating it from the other land. And so there's a frog on the other side of the river where the scorpion later tells the frog, hey, can you please help me to get across, you know? And the frog doesn't trust it, obviously, says, if I help you, you're going to sting me. But the scorpion continues to insist that it help it because it's going to starve and die if it doesn't get across the water. So long story short, the frog ends up helping the scorpion. And of course, without a doubt, the scorpion stings the frog. And then, well, we know that the scorpion basically has that in its nature, right? The frog says, why did you sting me? And the scorpion says, well, I'm sorry, it is in my nature. And so the prisoner that's telling this story, our protagonist, the actor Maximilio Hernandez, he's saying that he is the scorpion and that he can cause harm to anybody that he meets or that is in his life. You know, so he basically tells his, you know, son at the time to not come back and to leave him there. The interaction here is very deep. I mean, as he's telling this story about the scorpion, we see this backstory, right? Which, you know, eventually I wanted to get to. The backstory is that he's in a car, or at least he's kind of watching this man that, you know, has like this suit and tie. He's basically watching him walk around the places until finally he decides to plant a bomb in his car when he is inside of one of the homes. He goes up to his car and plants a bomb there, and he goes back to his car and just waits for him to come out, and he's just, you know, watching him with his goggles. But as he's making his way out and, you know, making his way to his car, this young woman comes up to him and calls him, and, you know, the man in the suit and tie looks surprised to see this woman, but you can see that they know each other. And he goes up to her and hugs her, and, you know, she gets in his car, and this is when the man starts, our protagonist here, starts panicking, right? And so now he has to get out of his car, because if he doesn't stop this man from turning on the car, both of these people will explode, or at least this woman that got in, which is a victim, an innocent person, he's going to end up killing her. So he tries to scare the man out of the car by first, you know, pointing the gun towards the car. I think he points it up first and shoots up, but it doesn't seem to work. So then he points the gun at the car or at the man. But obviously, you know, there's just no way to get this man out of the car at that point, because it's, you know, it's just your natural reaction. If you saw somebody walking up to you with a gun, the first thing you would do is probably drive away. You wouldn't get out of the car. So this man is, you know, still sitting in the car, and I thought he was going to turn on the car, but the woman ends up turning on the car, and then of course the car blows up. He gets blown away from the explosion, and this is when the story closes out. So then we get back to the prison scene, and we finally know why he's in there. And he just tells his son at the moment to not come back. And he obviously stays with the pack of cigarettes, and he goes back to his cell. But before he gets back to his cell, we see that this warden, I believe he's a warden, this same man that we got introduced to in the beginning where he's singing, he comes up to him and tells him that he's no longer going to see a prison cell anymore. He ends up taking him to another room where it's like beneath the prison somewhere, where he cannot be seen. It's like this really lonely room out like by the pipelines. It looks really creepy there. So he's taking him there. We see the security guard also walking with them, the prison guard. And as he's making his way, he's just kind of talking to him back and forth. And, well, this is when the prisoner, our protagonist, reveals to this warden that he recognizes him, and he knows that it is him that asked him to do that job, to murder this man with the suit and tie, which was the lawyer, we find out, which was the lawyer of his wife, right? Of the warden's wife. And so basically the warden wanted this man, right, our protagonist, to kill this lawyer because he thought that his wife was having an affair with him. But it turns out that there was never an affair, but he just wanted him killed. Like, I guess he thought he was a boyfriend. And since the plan didn't work out and he accidentally ended up murdering his wife as well, that's what led him to prison. And this warden also wanted to take revenge on him by deleting his entire existence and just making him as if he no longer exists, right? And just shutting him in this room where he cannot be found by anyone else but him, and he's the only one that has the keys. Since we heard this backstory though from this protagonist about how he accidentally killed this other person and how this lawyer was never even a guilty person either, he still committed a crime, right? This protagonist, this prisoner, but his intention was not to kill the wife. It was just the job he was ordered to do by this warden. Since that mission failed, we know that we kind of start to have sympathy. We start to sympathize more with this character and his intentions behind, his job and how he basically just wanted to, do it right. So before the warden ends up locking him into this room, he turns around, right? As he's unlocking the door, he turns around and he sees him uncuffed. And this is where the tables turn, right? So now he just basically, flipped that card on him. And it was just something that we didn't even expect at all. This was a heck of a twist, a beautiful twist, and just a genius idea. So the plan was that, this prison guard was with him this entire time. He was friends with the prisoner the whole time. And so as soon as they got to this room, he uncuffed him and they basically just cuffed the warden. And he ended up switching suits with him and locking him into the room. And all because the way that he was treated was unjustified. Even though we know that he is a hitman, but also the way that the job was done was, at least from the, from the end of the warden, was unjustifiable. And, the punishment was also going to be very cruel and unfair. So I'm glad that he flipped it on him, and not even his own money can save him. The money that he had with him, the warden, it wasn't even his. He stole it from the prison guard or from one of the prisoners, so this is when we know that why this prisoner looks so sad that he took his money, because this is probably the only money he had sent from his family. So now we know why he looked so down after the warden took that envelope in the beginning. So the prisoner, the main protagonist here, ends up taking the money from the warden and locks him in the room, and him and that prison guard walk out. And this is where they make peace with each other, and he's just a free man. And then he makes his way to his car, and we see that this guy that played his son, this is when it comes to the performance. This guy could have fooled me. The way he was playing this very harmless guy that, looks like he came from like an educated type of environment, not from, the hood or any type of rough environment like that. Not at all. So he looked like he came from that environment, and the way he was talking to, his dad in the prison, just was well done. Later we find out that they were all in it together, and the only one that wasn't aware of it was the warden. So, the prison guard, the prisoner, and the son that came over to visit, they were all in the plan. So, when we finally see this guy's real personality outside, just complete different character. And, it turns out he was just there to hand him the box of the matches or of the cigarettes. And in that box, it had the sticker of visitor. So that way he can put it on so he can make his way out. And also the suit that he switched with the warden, which was a bonus to help him, make his way out even easier. I thought that was genius. Very, very well planned. Heck of a twist, you guys. I really enjoyed this story, and the performances again were really, really good. What did you guys think though? Is there something that I didn't mention from the film? Let me know down below in the comment section. You guys, thank you so much for watching this with me. If you really did enjoy this reaction, hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you all on the next reaction. Peace.